people don't have that. They need to read this document. They can't avoid reading it. They have to, and you have to give it to every family member that you have. And if you haven't picked it up on the internet yet, call us right here at 800-686-2237 because we'll send it out.
And Ted, let me interrupt. You've been a sponsor and supporter of this radio show for now almost 14 years, or it is 14 years. I mean, I got syndicated with you. And everything you talked about, everything Ron Paul talked about, everything our experts talked about, everything I talked about, because we were diagnosing it. The derivatives were designed to do this. It's a black hole, impossible to pay off. It gives them all the power, us nothing. As Thomas Jefferson said, if you ever let private banks control the issuance of currency and credit, your children will wake up homeless on the continent their forefathers conquered. We are now here. We must get out of this system, not pay this foreign false debt, or we're dead. It's designed to roll us. It's designed to rob us. We're being shanghaied. We're being robbed. We're being bamboozled, hoodwinked, financially raped, going into financial bondage. I want to say it again. We told you 8 years ago gold was going to go up. It's gone up over $1,000 from where it was, or right at $1,000 from where it was. We told you all of this, and now exactly what we told you is all over the news. It's all over the news. And I'm telling you, people need to get into gold and silver. It's not perfect, but it's the best thing there is, ladies and gentlemen, and you're nuts if you don't take advantage of this. Ted, tell them the offer.
Yeah, I mean, right now we do have the francs. They're sitting at 270. We have the British sovereigns. They're at 340. I still have, even though silver has gone up almost to $19 an ounce now, I still have the Walking Liberty halves at $9.24. That is just an absolute steal. On the internet, the francs have gone up to $274 right now. I have them at $270, and I'm still giving away that full-year subscription to Bob Chapman's International Forecaster newsletter. But if you're not looking for gold and silver, fine. At least get a copy of that Federal Debt and Risk of Financial Crises document. It came out of Congress, for God's sakes, and they're the ones who are saying that we're going to run into this crash.
Absolutely. Ted, can you still offer last week's deal, or did you run out of those francs?
I don't have that on the franc. They're just, Alex, they're only $5 more, but they're $10 more in the marketplace. So I still have them reduced in price. But people need to get motivated, and they need to take action at this point.
800-686-2237, 800-686-2237. Here's the article. Morgan Stanley says government default is inevitable. This was designed. Now the very globalists that engineered this are posing as the saviors, forecasting what they themselves have engineered. 800-686-2237, 800-686-2237, or MidasResources.com for some of the other great internet deals that are out there. Ted, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me up, Alex.
You bet. Now, 800-686-2237. These are great deals, folks. I feel very good going to sleep at night promoting great deals on gold like this. I promote what I believe in. That's a good deal. You just heard. 800-686-2237. Now, we're getting him on very, very soon, but and we won't have time to play the whole clip. It's just so amazing. It's a 4.5-minute clip. It's up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. This guy was in the inside, witnessed it all. The first part of the newscast, they don't even cover that. He also talks about the common sense of how it was impossible the way he got assassinated. The cover-up he witnessed. I mean, this is bombshell. This is bombshell what this FBI agent is saying. Let's play part of this clip going to break, and I'll come back and comment on it. Here it is.
63. President John F. Kennedy is gunned down in Dallas. Officially, Lee Harvey Oswald fired the fatal shots from the Texas Book Depository. But now, a local man's got history in the crosshairs.
Did Lee Harvey Oswald kill President John F. Kennedy?
No. Had nothing to do with it.
Former FBI agent Don Adams from Summit County says thousands of National Archives prove
The Warren Commission was nothing but a bunch of liars.
The Korean War veteran entered the FBI September 1962. He was assigned to Thomasville, Georgia, where he began investigating a man named Joseph Adams Miltier.
He was reported to be one of the most violent men in the country.
A friend of Miltire's, William Somerset, who was also an FBI informant, said Miltire was threatening JFK.
And Somerset was telling them that he was really radical and he was saying bad things about what they wanted to do to Kennedy.
Agent Adams completed the Miltire investigation, and a week later, shots rang out in Dallas.
It appears as though something has happened in the motorcade route.
It devastated me, and I thought to myself, what did I do wrong?
His boss said, find Miltire.
I said goodbye to my partner. He never said a word to me about anything about Miltire, that he knew him or anything.
Many years later, Don learned that agents contacted his partner, who told them Miltire was in Georgia, essentially eliminating him as a suspect.
And that shocked me when I saw that document, because I knew it was an outright lie.
Then, when Adams finally captured Miltire days later, he says his supervisor prohibited him from conducting a proper interrogation. Miltire was released, and Agent Adams transferred.
And where did I go but to Dallas, Texas?
He remembers seeing the Zapruder film for the very first time.
And all of a sudden I saw the president go like this with his hands. And I said, Hal, I said, he was shot in the throat. The minute that you have a frontal shot, Oswald can't be the shooter, because this came from the grassy knoll. And Oswald was in Texas School Book Depository.
The Warren Commission said 3 shots were fired, but Don counted 11.
The agents said to me, Don, be careful what you say and how you say it, because the Warren Commission is here, and they've already ruled that Oswald is the shooter, and there were no shots from the front.
The Army veteran wondered how Oswald fired 3 shots in 7.5 seconds.
All right, folks, we're about to come back.
Action rifle.
The key part is coming up. We're going to finish this clip when we come back, because it really gets amazing on the other side. This all concurs with our research. Stay with us.
Attention, this is a special alert to all Americans who owe $10,000 or more in back taxes to the IRS. The IRS is now accepting reduced settlements from people who owe back taxes and dramatically lowering amounts owed. Due to the financial crisis in America, the IRS has announced a leniency plan in recognition of consumers' financial troubles in today's economy. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes to the IRS, an open phone line has been established by American Tax Settlement for you to call and see if you qualify for a reduction by up to 75%. Number to call is 800-902-6969. Again, the IRS is now accepting reduced settlements from consumers who owe back taxes in response to the decline in today's economy. If you are struggling with $10,000 or more in back taxes to the IRS, you now may be eligible for a dramatic reduction by up to 75% and save thousands of dollars. For free information and to see if you qualify, call the open phone line into American Tax Settlement now. 800-902-6969. 800-902-6969. Again, 800-902-6969.
You may be arrested and/or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
No one likes foreclosure. You won't say, think, or even consider foreclosure with ZeroDebtGuarantee.com. Why? Because ZeroDebtGuarantee.com guarantees to stop your foreclosure for at least 2 years with no payments, no bankruptcy, and no negotiating. Thinking loan modification? That still keeps you in default. Zero Debt in 90 days is the only proven system that keeps you in your house for as long as you want to stay, while making it possible to even get clear title to your house. No, we are not investors, bankers, attorneys, or real estate agents. We are a group of people just like you that are sick and tired of the housing crash, and we've helped thousands avoid foreclosure foreclosure since 1993. Please visit our website today, zerodebtguaranteed.com, or call to see how we can help save you tens of thousands of dollars and save your home. Call 800-477-9256. 800-477-9256. That's 800-477-9256. Or visit zerodebtguaranteed.com. Guaranteed to stop foreclosure.
Okay, final segment, ladies and gentlemen, for this hour. We got some very surprising guests tomorrow. I'll just leave it at that. Retired FBI agent says Oswald didn't kill Kennedy. WJW television. A retired FBI agent from Summit County is making claims regarding the assassination of President John F. Kennedy that go beyond conspiracy theories. It's not been conspiracy. It's been fact. Congress found in '79 that it was a conspiracy. Don Adams speaking clearly and concisely when describing the events of November 22nd, '63, the day President Kennedy was killed, and he doesn't waver from his position that Lee Harvey Oswald did not kill President John F. Kennedy in Dallas. In fact, says Adams, he says he has the FBI documents to prove it. Let's finish up with this clip. Here it is.
Say it because the Warren Commission is here, and they've already ruled that Oswald is the shooter, and there were no shots from the front.
The Army veteran wondered how Oswald fired 3 shots in 7.5 seconds from a bolt-action rifle.
I'm going to tell you something right now, guys. There's no way in the world Oswald shot that weapon, and boy, I mean, I was really cautioned then.
Don eventually retired from the FBI, never thinking twice about Miltier, until 1992, when he saw a picture in this book, which he says positively places Miltier in Dallas the day of the shooting.
Joseph Adams Miltier, looking at the presidential car moments before the president was killed.
At the National Archives and Records Administration, Don found many reports missing or manipulated, including his file on Miltier from '63.
Everything that I had done was gone. Everything was gone.
But the most startling discovery was a tape recording captured by Miami intelligence officers November 9th, 1963, just weeks before Dallas. Miltier is talking to the informant, William Somerset.
Why the hell you give me the best way would be to come out still with a high heart, right? And they're going to really try to kill it.
The FBI headquarters and Secret Service both had that tape within days.
I should have stopped the president from traveling instantly.
But they didn't.
And he says he was jubilant.
Bragging to Somerset, "You thought I was kidding when I said he would be killed from a window with a high-powered rifle." Despite all of that, Miltier was never even mentioned in the Warren Commission report.
When Hoover set up the propaganda in the FBI, don't embarrass the FBI, that was his rules. And you didn't. So they ordered everything put into the archives and to be forgotten about it.
But Don can't forget and hopes something is done before the truth is buried forever.
I mean, when we die off, when we're gone, there's not going to be anybody who's going to sit here and tell you these things. I hope the truth gets told, whatever it is.
All
right, folks.
County, Suzanne Stratford, Fox 8 News.
We're going to be interviewing him very soon, but the issue is we have the deathbed confession of E. Howard Hunt, CIA Black Op commander for assassination of leaders worldwide. And it had come out in court hearings before, was involved in Dallas. He denied it. But when he went public, it was planned in Miami. They were going to kill him in Chicago. A black Secret Service agent blew the whistle, so they couldn't do it. They killed him in Dallas. And I've interviewed the widow, well, they were all basically common law married, but the mistress, longtime mistress of LBJ, who was on record to be his mistress. Point is, I always at the end of the show try to frustratedly get all this data out, and then I kind of seize up because there's so much of it. The point is, they killed him deader than a hammer. They did it in plain view. I mean, they shot him from the front. You can see the blood and him shot in the neck. Then they blow the top of his head off. And the Dallas doctor said he'd been shot in the neck. And all the witnesses saw the plumes of smoke. Then they killed the witnesses that saw the men at the grassy knoll with the rifles. Boom, boom, boom. We even know who all the assassins were that were there. Of Corsican hitmen, you name it, because the CIA likes to be able to deny. They had hitmen, they had mafia, they had white supremacists, they had anti-communists, they had hit teams everywhere, and the U.S. Army down the street ready to kill Kennedy if he got away.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Listen up, friends. This is Alex Jones with key information. The mainstream media is now admitting that we're going into a depression. Don't be dependent on the government for you and your family. You need to get your own supply of high-quality storable foods from efoodsdirect.com. They're the